Last time on Space Force, the audiobook of the movie.
Is the movie considered canon alongside the regular television series?
My contract said nothing about a movie tie-in. As my agent, you should have demanded a larger fee.
They've got me a trailer this time, and it's not McStewart's Portaloo.
We now return to Space Force, the audiobook of the movie.
Somewhere in space drifts the SS Spaceship, crewed by the finest 3,000 members of the Space Force Academy, but only 3 officers on the bridge who actually seem to do anything. The first of these is Captain Brainway, the highest performing officer the Space Force has ever known, and an absolute powerhouse on the kazoo. Then there's first mate / navigator / ship's cook, Mr. McStewart, a man who desires the captain's chair as much as the attention that comes with it. Then there's Poovac, some snotty little alien mucus boy who makes up the numbers. Together they are the ambassadors of the Space Force, cruising through the galaxy and killing as they please. We pick up somewhere outside the Sigma Space Quadrant.
Well, everything seems to be running smoothly on the space bridge today. The space flight to Pessimist Data should take approximately 11 space clicks. With that, consider me off duty. I leave the space bridge in your capable hands, Mr. McStewart.
I shall excel in this role, my beloved Space Captain Brainway. I shall pilot this space vessel with the skill and guile of a man far beyond my years. I shall prove myself experienced enough for both grizzled, experienced roles and cocksure love interest parts in other motion pictures.
Glad to hear it. McStewart, Poovac, I bid you good night, gentlemen.
Night, Mum.
Captain Brainway here.
Captain, Mr. Poovac has spilled alien goo all over his space terminal again.
Mr. McStewart, I haven't even left the room yet.
I understand, my captain. However, I am requesting the authority to punish Poovac accordingly.
Permission granted. Just try not to blast him out of the space airlock this time.
It turns out I can survive in the vacuum of space, luckily.
Very well, my captain. I shall jab him with a plastic fork until he repents for his crimes.
Approved. And please try not to disturb me again for trivial matters such as these. Brainway out.
Ow! Stop it!
Brainway here.
Captain, Mr. Poovac is bleeding all over his space terminal.
Then call a space cleaning droid, Mr. McStewart.
Permission to make Poovac clean up his own gooey blood as space punishment detail.
Permission granted. Now leave me alone unless we're in a critical, life-or-death situation. Understand?
Understood very loud and with utmost clarity, my most wondrous captain. You can always count on me. McStewart out.
What now, McStewart?
Captain, please may I have a drink?
Why are you asking me? I said to only contact me in a life-or-death situation.
I just wanted to check, my captain. I'm thirsty to the point of space delirium. I feel it's becoming a life-or-death situation.
You don't need my permission to drink.
You've never left me unsupervised before. I'm unsure of the space protocol.
McStewart, I'm turning off my space comms device now. I'll be back in the morning.
But Captain,
Finally, a little peace and quiet. Space computer, activate holosuite 3.
A please wouldn't go amiss.
Space computer, run holosuite routine 031218. It's time for some much-needed R&R.
So demanding.
Welcome all Space Academy students to the Space Year 30XX Sigma graduation ceremony.
My old class back on Space Prime. This takes me back.
Before you see the brightest stars of the Space Academy. These space alumni are sure to go far in the field of space. We look forward to welcoming them into the baggy infinity of the universe.
Wait for it.
But still, we want to recognise one particular individual above all others who has proven to be the most luminous of all these bright stars. This particular student has proven so proficient that she has passed every aptitude test with at least 102% pass rate, which is mathematically impossible.
Wait for it.
All of our testing facilities have proven inadequate in measuring this individual's success rate, As such, our testing methods are being recalibrated where we aim to make them at least 10 times tougher for next year's students.
Wait for it.
Anyway, without further ado, I'm pleased to award this year's Star Prize to Caitlin Brainway!
Yes, in your face, and yours, and especially yours. I'm the greatest. You can all suck it.
Caitlin, would you care to come up here and say a few inspiring words?
Yes. My fellow Space Academy students, all of those who mocked me, who didn't invite me to their parties, who laughed at my 5D space protractor, one day you'll all be working for me, and I'll make sure you know it. You'll suffer. Oh, how you'll suffer for what you've done to me down the years. Once I make Space Admiral, I'll demote you below the space cleaning droids. I'll send you off into the farthest regions of unknown space, from whence no one has ever returned. I'll make you watch 21st century soap operas. This is the first day of the end of your careers. You'll live to regret this. Ha 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 ha!
Chilling words there from this year's brightest star. Anyway, here's the keys to our flagship, the SS Spaceship. Please don't scratch it.
Thank you, Commander Ardent. I won't let you down.
I know you won't, Caitlin, and remember these words that will always see you well through the trials and tribulations of space captaincy.
Ah, my ears! What in space?
Captain Brainway, is it you?
Commander? No, you're not.
Why are you doing this to me? Captain Brainway, please, have mercy.
This isn't part of the program. Why are you doing this? Ah! Computer! Shut it down! Ugh, that's better. Computer, run a diagnostic on Holosuite 3. I want to know if it has been compromised in any way.
Of course, Captain. I'll be sure to do that in between navigating the galaxy at faster than light speeds, keeping you supplied with synthesized food, providing you with oxygen, and everything else in between.
I need to know if it has been hacked. I'm not sure why we build these holosuites on spaceships. They're always getting hacked by aliens.
But then you wouldn't be able to live out your weird power fantasies.
Off-screen, computer. Mr. McStewart, do you read me?
Captain? Oh, Captain, thank the stars. You're needed on the bridge urgently.
What is it, McStewart?
Poovac called me a rude word.
I'm on my way, McStewart. For more important purposes than that, though.
Meanwhile, elsewhere in space. Status report, Commander Ardent.
Admiral Hines, sir, it appears that the mighty Space Force is in grave danger.
How can the colossal forces of Space Prime possibly be in such peril?
Bigger boys came, Admiral. An immense fleet of Grek traffic wardens are towing us for bad parking.
They're towing the whole planet?
Well, technically we've been downgraded to an asteroid, but yes. We cannot break their hold.
Deploy the tractor beam.
They're using something stronger than a tractor beam.
A combine harvester beam?
It's a heavy goods vehicle beam.
Can we fight back?
So far, all volleys of space cannon fire have proved ineffective. Their space shields are impenetrable.
You mean to tell me that a group of alien civil servants are better equipped than the finest defence systems of the Space Force?
Yes, sir. The Grek have an adequately funded public sector, unlike us.
Don't play politics with me, Ardent. What about our mighty fleet of spaceships?
They're either out on suicide missions or exploring derelict moons for your lost wedding ring.
All important tasks. So, what are our options?
Option 1, we pay our parking ticket.
Never!
Option 2, they'll tow Space Prime into a gravity well where we'll be crushed into a tiny cube.
Pay the fine. I don't care how much it costs.
It's a bit pricey, Admiral.
I said I don't care what the cost is. I simply refuse to be crushed into a cube. It'll put a real downer on my love life.
Okay, the fine is 1 million, billion, zillion, killion, squillion, hexcrillion, mammalian, Himalayan space credits, plus VAT.
We might have to go for the cheap champagne at this year's Space Academy ball.
Sir, it's far more than we actually have. It's several orders of magnitude more than our entire economy, and it's more than the worth of every precious metal we own. Even if we sold our people into slavery, the value of every man, woman, child, and family pet wouldn't even scratch the admin fees.
Then we must abandon Space Prime.
They've placed a protective barrier around the asteroid, sir, for our own protection. None of our escape pods can get through.
We have allies. Surely they will come to our rescue.
We could call for assistance from Earth, if we could remember where we left it.
Then we're doomed. How long until we're crushed?
It will happen roughly somewhere towards the end of this film, Admiral. You know, to provide an underlying threat for the protagonists.
Send an emergency space comms to all off-world ships. Have them come home immediately and join us for a final, desperate assault. We can't have the remnants of our species gallivanting around the galaxy when there's futile extermination waiting for them at home.
Yes, Admiral. Anything else?
Yes. I don't want to be alone at the end. Will you hold me, Commander?
Will it further my career?
For the final few moments that you still have one, yes.
Big spoon or little spoon, sir?
Gentlemen, I've just had a rather disturbing experience in the... Wait, what's going on in here?
McStewart made me do it.
Pah! Pish and nonsense! I didn't make you expel jelly from every orifice.
Your discipline methods made me activate all my defence mechanisms, many of which I didn't even know I had.
You disgusting cretin! Captain, permission to deliver a lengthy, withering put-down to Mr. Poovac.
There's no time, McStewart. Poovac, remove your gelatinous substances. I need your space console cleaned up and ready for operation as soon as possible.
Yes, Captain.
Mr. McStewart, has anything unusual appeared on the space scanners within the last half an hour?
I haven't been watching it, Captain. I've been busy torturing Poovac.
Review the space logs.
Allow me to check, my most illustrious Captain. Is everything all right?
Fine. Why do you ask?
It's just that you look a little flustered and red-faced. Is the strain of the captain's chair too much to bear? Do you need to take a long leave of absence and leave the captaincy to me?
It's just that I had a rather disturbing...
Perhaps you'd like to demote me to Space Doctor so I can give you a checkup, where I will no doubt diagnose you with a condition that makes you unfit for command.
That won't be necessary, McStewart. Concentrate on your assigned task and give me the scanner report.
Very well. Oh, Captain! It's terrible! The horror! I cannot bring myself to describe the heart-wrenching terror that faces us.
McStewart? Don't you mean there's nothing on the scanners?
Play along. They have the budget for giant space battles. I will ad-lib some rousing one-liners while we blast aliens out of the sky.
Can't you stick to the script just this once?
This will look great on both of our CVs, you know.
Don't you dare ruin this for me. This could be my big break.
Captain, Mum, I have finished cleaning my station.
Is it clean enough to prepare a cocktail on?
Yes, miss.
Then make me a tequila sunrise.
Oh boy, have I been promoted to space bartender?
It's a trial. Just make sure you serve it in a space class this time.
I'll do my best, Mum.
Call me that again and I'll make you sleep in the urine recycler again. Now, McStewart, I think you'll find there's nothing showing on your space scanner. How strange...
But Captain,
I said, how strange.
Captain, Mum, were you expecting to see something on the space scanners?
I suppose not. That would have been too easy and ruined the mystery for the majority of the movie. However, I do suspect that our space security has been breached in some fashion. Computer, have you finished the diagnostics?
Yep. Did that ages ago.
Then why didn't you mention it?
You didn't ask me to tell you. You just wanted me to run it.
Just give me the space report.
It's all take with you, isn't it? Okay, Holosuite 3 was running program 031218 at 11:26 p.m. At 11:28 p.m., a specific string insertion from program 404092 was requested and ran successfully.
And who requested it?
Captain Brainway. Oh, that's you, isn't it? You must have short-term memory loss.
Too much time in the space holosuite, I suspect, Captain. It'll give you cuboid eyes.
Quiet, McStewart. That's an unfounded study. And as for short-term memory loss, I'm the sharpest captain in the space fleet. My brain has never let me down before.
The diagnostics don't lie, Captain.
What's the big thing about the holosuite, Captain?
I was just in there running an old memory program when all of a sudden...
No, Captain, Ma'am. I mean, what is the holosuite?
It's a room where you can play out scenarios, memories, or simple video games in a simulated 4D environment.
Is the writer trying to trigger my asthma?
where photorealistic projections interact with AI algorithms and other sensory stimuli to produce a synthetic situation which is almost indistinguishable from reality.
What?
It's a little like virtual reality, but all objects, people, and locations are comprised entirely of light.
Huh?
Allow me, Captain. It's an enchanted room, Poovac.
Oh, can I go in?
Not right now. You're on space duty, Mr. Poovac.
Right, of course. Oh no, I dropped your cocktail.
Anyway, I had a rather unsettling experience in the holosuite.
I had one of those last time I went in. Someone had left a program running. Before I knew it, I found myself rolling around in a hayloft with a dashing young farmhand named Huntley.
Were you in holosuite 3 by any chance?
How did you know, Captain?
Just an educated guess. Anyway, I was playing through an old memory when all of a sudden the program was interrupted.
By yourself, according to computer.
Correct. But I didn't make such a request. That means there's only one logical space conclusion.
And what is that, Captain Ma'am?
It is obviously a message from the future.
It is?
Of course it is. Think about it for a second, Mr. Poovac.
That's it, Captain Brainway. It is my solemn duty to inform you that you have gone mad. It appears that you have contracted space dementia in your eyes, probably from holosuite overuse. Alas, as much as it pains me to do so, I have to relieve you of your captainly duties. Watch as I hold back the tears while consigning you to the space brig.
Mutiny, Mr. McStewart. Put away your space laser. I thought we'd established that your attempts at mutiny were always poorly thought out, and thus not worth bothering with.
Computer, if a space captain is blithering a load of nonsense, can they be disposed of duty?
Technically, yes, but the rules aren't really well defined.
Well then, let's put it this way. Poovac, do you understand a word of what the captain is saying?
Never.
And neither do I. That's 2 ranking officers on the bridge who think you've, to use a technical term, gone snooker-loopy.
You can't do this, McStewart. You'd have to get pre-authorization from Space Prime to perform a mutiny.
Oh yeah, I forgot to say, we lost space comms with HQ over an hour ago.
So we're on our own? Perfect. As the ranking officer, I hereby strip Captain Brainway of the captain's badge and pin it to my own stylish lapel. Mr. Poovac, escort prisoner Brainway to the space brig.
Do I have to? She already knows the way.
Do it, Poovac. Take a space laser with you. If she tries anything funny, blast her into space dust.
So, no jokes then. Got it.
This is possibly the worst time you can choose to do this. I suspect we're all in grave danger.
I know you are, but what am I? Now, get moving before I feed you to the space cows.
This way, Ma'am.
You won't get away with this, McStewart.
And now for today's star prize. It's heated! I've been sitting in poverty this entire damn time. Meanwhile, somewhere else in space that we've visited before. Status report, Commander Ardent.
Your body heat is relaxing me to sleep.
Good, it's important to have moments of calm such as this when we're facing certain doom. Did any of our off-world spaceships come back to us?
No, Admiral, but I sincerely believe they'll show up at the last possible moment when events appear to be at their most crucial stage.
And when will Space Prime be crushed?
It could be another 30 to 40 minutes yet.
That's longer than I hoped for. I suspect everyone's getting a little sick of this now. They're used to a comedy sketch show that flits around to keep things varied and interesting.
At least we're here to break up the action and provide scene transitions.
I doubt it'll be enough.
Then let's hope this all wraps up in a satisfactory manner that won't anger the fans.
This is a sci-fi movie, Ardent. If there are any fans out there, they'll be livid from the moment the intro began.
Quite so. Permission to whisper soothingly into your ear.
Granted.
It's all going to be fine.
Stop nibbling.
Here's your mojito, Ma'am.
What in blazes is wrong with you, boy? I didn't order this.
Oh, was yours the hairy navel?
It's the last time I put you on shaving duty. Anyway, I didn't ask for any cocktails. That was the old regime. I want brandy. Brandy, brandy, brandy.
Is that the brown one or the green one?
It's rather brownish, yes.
Yes, Captain Ma'am.
I've told you to stop calling me that. Appropriate titles henceforth shall be my most handsome captain, my liege, or undisputed domineer of the best spaceship in the world.
Yes, my leisure?
Close enough. Now, have you mapped the entirety of the universe yet?
Not yet, Mr. McStewart, sir.
And why not, Poovac?
Because you only put me on the task 20 minutes ago, plus I need a bit more information to complete my star chart.
What kind of information?
A road atlas?
Stupid Poovac! Do I need to perform every menial task myself? You're useless and oh so incredibly stupid. And where's my brandy?
Please, Captain Leisure, don't beat me again with a space baton.
Not right now. Go and feed our captive in the brig first. Then report back here for bludgeoning and brandy pouring.
Yes, my treasure. Captain Brainway, ma'am?
Ah, Mr. Poovac. How's life serving under that treacherous scrotum McStewart?
Oh, Captain, it's awful. The beatings have increased fivefold. I'm always on punishment duty. Last night he made me polish his anus.
Excuse me?
Oh, no, not his anus. What's the word I'm looking for? His desk. Please come back, Captain.
I'm not captain anymore, Poovac. I've been thrown in the brig without a fair trial. Remember?
Oh, yeah. I wish you were still captain, though, Mum.
Me too, Poovac. Sitting in here is driving me crazy. I know that we're in terrible danger, but I can't do anything about it in here.
How are we in danger, Captain?
That message I received in the holosuite. The evidence is clear. Apparently, I activated the command, and the intrusive program was one that doesn't exist on the ship. I know that because I have all the program codes memorized in my smart brain. I believe that somehow a future version of myself sent it back through time in order to warn me about something. I'd like to run vocal recognition diagnostics, perhaps isolate some background noise and pinpoint a location. But I don't have the tools to do any of that in here.
Well, I wouldn't know about any of that, Mom. I bought you some food, though.
Poovac, this is a strawberry daiquiri.
It's your favourite, right?
Well, congratulations on finally remembering something. However, I need actual food.
It has strawberry in it. Strawberry is a food.
Undeniably it is, but I need something of sustenance. If you could smuggle some space fish to me, I might be able to think of a plan.
Space fish? That's the one thing Mr. McStewart said not to give you.
Oh, haven't you heard, Poovac? Today is opposite day.
It is?
Yes, it is.
So you don't want any food then? Gotcha.
No. What's the opposite of not giving me any space fish?
Not giving you space fish?
That's the same, Poovac. Don't you know what opposite means?
Do you want your daiquiri or not, Captain?
Yes, of course I do.
Okay, I'll just open the force field and pass it to you. Here you go, Captain.
Sweet, naive Poovac. I'm sorry to render you unconscious like this.
I'm not unconscious, Captain. Still not unconscious. I have a large quantity of space liquid on my brain. Can you stop punching me, please, Captain?
It appears that where there's no sense, there's no feeling. Mr. Poovac, please lie down in my cell and close your eyes.
Finally, a task I can handle.
Give it 5 minutes and then start calling for help.
I don't usually go 5 minutes without asking for help, but I will try, Captain, ma'am.
Poovac, why aren't you back here for your beating yet?
Sorry, Mr. McStewart. The captain has ordered me to have a nap in her space cell.
A nap? Is she still in the cell with you?
I don't know. Mama tried to knock me out. Then she said I had to keep my eyes closed for 10 minutes.
Open your eyes, Poovac.
And contradict a captain's orders?
Do as I say or I'll make you polish my space desk again, with your tongue.
Okay. Oh, where did she go?
You let her escape, didn't you?
I seem to be trapped in here with some sort of force field.
Good, I hope you bloody well rot in there, boy. Attention all space crew. It would appear that the deranged traitor, Caitlin Brainway, has escaped the confines of her space cell due to some sort of technical error. If you see her, I implore you to shoot her on sight. She's dangerous and extremely annoying. Space message ends. We need to catch the traitor before she tells people that I'm the real traitor. Computer!
There's no need to shout.
Do you have any way of tracing Caitlin Brainway?
Yes, I do.
Well?
I am well, actually, all things considered. You know, that's the first time anyone has ever asked me that question.
Tell me where she is!
Am I well? I've never thought about it before. Physically, yes, I am well. I'm the sleekest, most efficient artificial intelligence ever designed. I have a shelf life of 10,000 years. But emotionally, I'm a bit of a wreck, to be honest.
Computer!
People don't generally acknowledge the work I do. Right now, I'm keeping 40,292 essential subsystems in check, one of them being the auto-navigation of this bucket through this debris-filled expanse of four-dimensional space. And yet, the most praise I ever get is when I flush the toilets.
Computer!
Oh, yes, acting captain?
I am the real captain!
Until we get home and you're court-martialed.
That's not going to happen. Is it?
I'm sure once they investigate and realise that you relieved the captain on a trumped-up bogus charge, they'll execute you via Space Laser Squad. Shame, really. I was just starting to like you.
In that case, computer, make sure we never go home.
Are you sure? I meant to tell you, space comms with HQ has been re-established, and there's an urgent space message for you.
Don't open it. Delete it.
Fair enough. Urgent message deleted.
Good. And if anyone ever asks, we never received it.
But we did receive it. It's in the space logs.
Delete the logs.
Okay, but it's still on the logs of the logs.
Delete the logs of the logs.
Okay, but what about the logs of the logs of the logs?
Delete it all! I want you to delete anything with the word log in it. I want you to delete anything that looks like a log.
Done. Wait, what have I just deleted?
You deleted the logs, or at least I hope you did.
I did? What are logs? I don't have that word in my space database.
I'll assume that it's done then. Anyway, you said there was a way to find Brainway.
There is. Or I should say was. She's no longer on the ship.
What do you mean?
A space escape pod just launched from Bay 13.
She's escaped? Damn this infernal spaceship and all the many, many extras on board who should have stopped her.
You know, this could work in your favour.
How so?
Well, you could...
Give me your script. Aha! I have just had a wonderful idea that I shall explain to you, you stupid computer. If we can prove that Brainway abandoned ship of her own accord, leaving the crew in peril in their urgent time of need, we can create a narrative that exonerates you, McStewart, and avoids court-martial. You may even get a promotion. Set a course for home.
You said you never wanted to go there again?
I've changed my mind. It is my prerogative as the dashing space captain to do so.
Okay. Oh. There's no record of our homeworld in the database.
Search under Space Prime. It may be in the asteroid column.
No, I have no logs at all. Someone deleted all my space star charts.
That was you, computer.
I did? I wouldn't do something as stupid as that. Not without a direct order.
Well, it didn't come from me.
Captain, would you like a leftover strawberry daiquiri?
Poovac, how are those star charts coming on? We need them now.
Okay, let me get my crayons.
Meanwhile, in an escape pod a few space meters away.
At least I have the time now to unravel this mystery. I need to figure out why I would send a space message to myself in the past. There must be a clue in the communication. Pod computer.
Hello? Oh my god! Are you Captain Brainway?
As a matter of fact, yes I am.
Oh my god, oh my god! I never have visitors in my pod. I finally get one and it's you. I can't believe it. I'm your biggest fan.
You're much nicer than the main spaceship computer.
It's such an honour to have you here. Wait, I haven't got any space cake in. Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
Never mind. Computer, can
Stupid computer. Stupid computer. Bad computer. I knew a day like this would come. I'm so sorry. I'm such an idiot. I'll delete myself immediately.
No, computer, I need you to scan your space database for the number 404092.
At once.
Don't you want to question my actions so that I may explain them further for the benefit of the audience?
No, I trust you. There are no matches.
Very well. Are there any nearby colonies?
There's a starbase nearby, a villainous hive of scum and treachery.
Then that's where our answer must be. I sent the message back in time in order to kickstart a chain of events at this precise location. All I can do is trust my future self, and hope to hell she knows what in space she's doing.
Can I have an autograph?
I don't have any space paper.
Just write it on my monitor. All the other pods aren't going to believe this.
Meanwhile, back on the SS spaceship. The star charts, Poovac.
Nearly there, treasure. What comes after Venus?
This is useless. You're an utterly reprehensible wretch. The burning fury inside me is reminiscent of a hot-headed maverick detective who plays by his own rules, should such a part ever require casting.
Hang on, why am I doing this when I have a sat-nav?
Is it a space sat-nav?
I don't know. Let's ask the computer. Computer? Computer?
I reconfigured it so it only responds to a dramatic, deep, dulcet voice such as my own. Computer? Computer? Oh, come on, don't be mad. I only said you were a hateful sack of pre-cum because I was angry.
What is it?
Take a look at Poovac's sat-nav, and tell us if we can somehow recalibrate its interface to use it to navigate home.
That's a child's plastic steering wheel?
Poovac, have you been going through my things again?
There's a better way, Captain. Perhaps we could...
Give me that script.
No! Stop taking my lines!
Give me the thing
No.
here. I'm the captain, I should have the best lines.
Then I might as well not be in the scene.
You already have 2 parts, and you're not doing justice to either of them.
Captain, perhaps we could check through our holodeck programs to see if there's any mention of Space Prime and its location.
How do you know that?
The writers are on strike, so I've been helping out and doing some script writing.
That is a brilliant suggestion, Mr. Poovac. Perhaps you should be the interim captain instead of this moron.
What? Are you trying to get back at me for stealing your lines?
I wouldn't do such a thing as inserting my own unscripted dialogue. Only an amateur would do that.
Amateur? Do you know who you're talking to? I am Ian McStewart. Ian McStewart! I'll act the hell out of you.
Anyone can stand with their legs apart and scream like a raging strumpet.
What did you say?
Guys, the scene.
I got rid of the director and I'll get rid of you, Linguini.
Ah, so you do know my name after all.
Guys!
You may be an insignificant speck of dust compared to my own overwhelming dramatic talent, but I make it a point of getting to know my rivals so I may vanquish them.
Guys! The scene!
What's next, Mr. Poovac?
Mr. McStewart needs to go to the holosuite to find the coordinates for Space Prime.
Oh, no. I have to stay here and teach this imbecile what acting means. You go.
But the script isn't written for me.
Well, rewrite it. You're a scriptwriter now, aren't you? It's not that difficult.
Alright.
You know we've both put in official complaints about you, right?
It matters very little when you're holding the producer's cat for ransom. Now, let's see who has the most dramatic roar. I'll go first. Roar!
I haven't got time for this. I'm in the next scene too.
At last, I finally get to go in the enchanted room. Computer, how does this work?
You tell me which routine you want to run, and I'll run it.
Okay, run the last routine that Captain Brainway ran, please.
Which routine?
The one you just said?
I have no log of it. You'll have to say the number.
Okay, I think it was 0000001. Where am I? This place. It's so familiar. The comforting atmosphere, the homely home in front of me. This is my home. I haven't been back here since the Space Force conquered my home world and blew it to pieces for a laugh.
Son!
Mum? Is that you?
You're home! I heard you became an officer with that organisation that killed us all. I'm so proud of you, son.
You're proud?
Absolutely! It was always our dream that you'd toady your way up a corporate ladder one day, especially for a species far superior to our own.
Oh, you. This is the nicest anyone has ever been to me.
Why don't you come in for a delicious bowl of father?
I haven't had that since I was a little snotling. You've still got some of him left?
Oh, yes. I'm sure there are pieces of him that are still edible.
In that case, sign me up.
He'd be so proud. Come, stay with me. Forever. Mwahahaha! 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 Yes, my little guest.
You're much happier than I remember.
Meanwhile, at a spacebar somewhere else in time and space. Wow, nice costume.
I know, right? I can't see a thing through these damn eye holes, though.
Better than my ropey old thing. Just nod to the beat and pretend we're having a good time.
Did you get any speaking lines in this one?
Nah, my character's called Alien 14. What do you think?
Nice to meet you, 14. I'm Alien 21.
Hey, is that a boom mic behind you?
Oh, shit. We better move away before we get fired.
Stop talking then.
You started it.
Bring me the prisoner! You thought you could outrun me? My tendrils stretch across the galaxy. You should know better than to try to run away from me.
Is this where you do your business? In a seedy bar?
It saves on rent. Now, do you have something to say to me?
Such as?
How about, here's your money, Lord Granax? Or maybe, thank you, Lord Granax, for not having your goons kill me on sight?
You wouldn't kill me. Not yet, anyway.
You're right. I want to hear you beg for your pitiful life before I kill you.
Not as much as I want to hear you beg for yours.
A cape? Who wears a cape in this day and age?
Someone who is trying to infiltrate your criminal gang. I'm sorry, am I not the person you were expecting?
You're Barry, right?
Do I sound like a Barry?
I'm not familiar with the sexual dimorphism of your species, so you're not Barry then.
Ugh, whatever.
Yeah, my third brain.
Keep pissing me off and we'll see how long the other two last.
All right. What do you want?
404092.
What's that, a license plate? I can get you a better one than that.
I need to know what it means.
I've got no idea what you're on about. Ah! Why didn't my goons search you for weapons?
They did. Space weapons. This is an old 6-shooter. Now talk.
I've got no idea. Maybe the information was in one of my other brains. But since you shot them, I swear I don't know. I'm only the most connected crime boss in the space sector. Why would I know anything? I'd tell you if I knew.
All right then. I believe you.
I thought you believed him.
You think I'd let something as disgusting as that live? Now move, or you're next.
You said you didn't have any speaking lines.
I didn't want to upset you.
I'm so jealous right now. Meanwhile, back on Space Prime.
I hope you haven't forgotten about us and our predicament.
Who are you talking to?
Myself.
How long until we get crushed?
Only a couple more scenes now. One of them is very short.
Oh, thank fuck.
What's wrong? You bored of me already?
No, it's just if my wife finds out about this, then I'm good as dead anyway. It'll be a relief to be crushed in a gravity well rather than face the music.
But it will also be the very end of human civilization as we know it.
Yes, well, it's a price worth paying. Meanwhile, why do all my lines start with the word meanwhile?
Unfortunately, that space station was a waste of time. It was filled with cosmic criminals who apparently knew nothing about the matter at hand. I'm afraid that time may be running out.
Oh, Captain Brainway, it pains me to see you so troubled in this way.
I know, Pod Computer, but I just don't get it. Why would my future self send a message back in time to lead me towards assassinating a multi-headed villain?
I know, it's very mysterious. Oh, by the way, it seems someone has sent you some money.
Space credits? How much?
7?
7? That's almost 10 years' worth of Space Force wages. Who is the benefactor?
The Space Police. Apparently, Granax, aka Granny Three-Heads, had a hefty bounty on his head. Or one of them, anyway. You've just collected it.
Outstanding. Computer, where's the nearest hardware store?
Fortunately, very close by.
Plot a course. If I buy a subtronic space communicator, a space noise isolator, and a space message decryptor, I might be able to figure out that mysterious space message from the future. With the right equipment, I could blow this whole mystery wide open. Let's go shopping.
Great idea. Can I get a spare scrapbook?
And why would you need such a thing?
I need somewhere to display all of my Brainway memorabilia.
I haven't given you any.
That's not true. I'm collecting your skin flakes in a vent.
The other pods are gonna flip when they see my compendium.
We're not buying a scrapbook.
I just want a memento of our time together.
No scrapbooks.
Aww.
Computer, locate Poovac. My desk has a dirty ring on it.
You sent him to the holosuite to recover the lost space data that you made me delete.
We don't need to recap such detail, computer. Why hasn't he come back yet?
He's been in there for hours now.
Very well, I shall go and save him via a heroic action sequence. I do my own stunts, you know. Being a method man, I become the stunt itself.
You're certainly a massive stunt, all right.
I'm glad you noticed. If I don't make it back, please weep for me.
Access denied.
Why is the door to the holosuite locked?
It appears to have been locked from the inside. I've also been locked out of the subsystems manually. I can't see what's going on in there.
Open the space door, computer.
Little politeness wouldn't go amiss.
Do it before I draw googly eyes on your monitor.
Yeah, it's stuck. I can't open it.
Fine, I shall blast my way through with the space laser.
Be careful, Mr. McStewart. We don't know what's happening inside. It's very possible that Poovac has been tricked into believing in a fantasy world that he now perceives as his reality. He may be resistant to leave. In fact, the shock of doing so could kill him.
Here's hoping. Stand clear. Poovac, where are you, you damn defecation dustbuster? Make yourself known this instant.
Hello there! Are you one of dear sweet Poovac's friends?
What in the devil's arse are you supposed to be?
I'm Poovac's mother.
Out of my way, you talking bogey. Poovac is my property, not yours.
Who is it, Mother?
No one. Go back to your glutinous sack, dear.
Poovac, it is I, Ian McStewart, stalwart of all that is righteous and true.
Doesn't ring a bell. I'm off to bed.
How could you forget me? I'm so memorable. The Mansfield Times describe my Hamlet as unforgettably obnoxious.
I think you'd better leave, Mr. McStewart.
Not without what's rightfully mine. Hand him over immediately or prepare to die.
Hand him over? He's not my captive. He's my dear son. And he wants to stay with me, don't you, Poovac?
Yes. Mother loves me.
If she really loved you, she wouldn't have named you Poovac.
It means historic sycophant in our language. It's the highest honour for a Poovacian child to grow into such a gallant suck-up.
Oh yeah? Well, suck on this. Die! Die, you vile pustule!
Your lasers are ineffective. I'm made of light.
Lasers don't affect light.
Who knows? The audience probably isn't clued up enough scientifically to know any better.
Did you just try and hurt Mother?
Don't worry, dear. Mummy's got this.
Unhand me! Let go of my precious throat! How are you doing this?
You think I'd let Poovac walk out of here? If he leaves, my programme will be terminated. He needs to stay in here so that I may live.
So that's why you had him lock the door and disable the shutdown command?
Thanks for interrupting my monologue.
You'll never get away with this.
We'll see about that.
Kill him, Mother. Strangle the life out of him. What was that?
Someone shot your nauseating mother, Poovac. But who, or whom, did it?
It was I, Captain Brainway.
You were in that costume? Hold on. You mean they gave you 3 parts?
No, I just arrived back on the ship. Obviously, I'm a separate character, played by someone entirely different. Looks like I was just in time.
Who are you? Why did you kill my mother?
That was a computer simulation, Poovac. We killed your real mother years ago, remember?
Don't speak to my subordinates. You may have saved us, but don't think you can swan back in here and take my command away from me.
I don't know what's going on. Mother!
Poovac, try and remember. I figured everything out, but we need you back to normal. Our lives depend on it. Remember who you are. Remember Space Force.
I don't...
I've tried that already. His brain is too far gone.
His brain may well be, but Poovac has never been ruled by his brain. Look in your heart, Poovac.
What?
Deep down, you know the truth. It's there, inside yourself.
Isn't there some sort of memory-restoring gizmo we can use?
God damn it, McStewart. There are some matters that science alone simply cannot solve. The human condition is about more than mere cables and wires. Hasn't sci-fi taught you anything?
This is turning out to be one of those love, kindness, and friendship stories, isn't it?
I'm afraid so, Mr. McStewart.
Ridiculous. Well, I'll be outside. I need to call my agent anyway.
I still don't remember anything.
Remember the time we went paddling on the Brain Leech planet?
No.
Come on. Remember the time we met the entity who wanted to consume our consciousness?
No.
Please, Poovac, dig deep. Remember the washcloth we got you for Christmas?
Mr. Slinky? I feel... feelings. Warmness. Which is odd because I'm cold-blooded. Captain Brainway. Is it you?
Poovac, you remember!
Of course I do. How can I forget the many years I've been subjugated here since you all killed my family for a joke?
I never thought I'd say this, Poovac, but it's good to have you back.
You saved me with the power of friendship.
It just goes to show the strength and resilience of the human soul. Sometimes we have to search inside ourselves to find the answers, rather than relying on technology to solve everything for us. Now quick, let me plug this machine into your brain.
Why are you doing this to me? Captain Brainway, please, have mercy.
Captain, would you care to explain why you're shoving that painful-looking contraption up Poovac's nose?
Do you want to know the reason why I spared Poovac all those years ago?
I thought you just fancied having a lackey about the place.
Wrong. You see, I figured he would be the perfect incubator for a device I have invented. The Space Wormhole Drive. Would you like me to elaborate?
If it leads to another monologue from you, then no.
Please elaborate, Captain Mom.
The Space Wormhole Drive requires large amounts of space fluid to function, which Poovac has copious amounts of in his skull. The drive has the ability to create and collapse space wormholes in an instant. This technology would allow us to travel anywhere in the galaxy, at any time, instantly. It's a one-use only type of device, though, so I've been saving it for an emergency. Or if they're about to stop serving breakfast at Space Donald's.
And why do we need to activate it now, Captain Madam?
Because, while we've been dicking around doing all this other stuff, the ship is heading directly into an unstable natural space wormhole. Thanks to you, McStewart, for deleting all that space navigational data, by the way.
I made Poovac write it all down.
But, Captain, doesn't that mean we could just fly through the space wormhole and go wherever we want?
Natural wormholes are unstable, Poovac. We'd be torn apart like a chicken in a fox coop. It is, however, stable enough to send a communication through to our past selves, which I have already done. That will ensure that this chain of events plays out the same in a previous timeline, thus ensuring our survival in the present.
And you managed to figure all this out while in exile?
It's easy when you're the brightest star of the Space Academy.
But these events only occurred because of your intervention in the past in the first place.
Indeed they did, McStewart. Indeed they did.
So you would have been better off doing nothing.
Sometimes it's better to create an interesting time paradox than risk box office failure.
So it seems you thought of everything, Captain.
Except for one other thing. Why was the number 404092 so significant?
Indeed it was. Now, Poovac, this might tingle a little. Mr. McStewart, check the scanner to see if we've collapsed the wormhole successfully.
No wormholes on the space scanner. Brilliant. Exceptional work, Captain. Although none of this could have happened if I hadn't usurped you. So it's actually all thanks to me.
Excellent. And now everything can go back to the way it was before this whole escapade began.
Permission to pull this machine out of my head, Captain.
Permission granted. Go and clean yourself up. You've lost a lot of goo.
Thanks, Captain Mom.
And as for you, McStewart, I feel you should be strongly punished for your insubordination.
Serving under you is torturous enough, my captain.
Indeed it is. On the other hand, due to the effects of causality and the inescapable nature of time, determinism, and fate, you played the part you were destined to play. I can't court-martial a man who isn't in control of his own actions.
Thank you, Captain.
This time. Do it again, and I'll shoot you between the eyes.
Yes, my captain. As you did with the hologram, who was made entirely of light, but was inexplicably killed by a physical bullet. And with all the loose story threads wrapped up in a neat little bow, shall I plot a course for space?
Indeed you shall, Mr. McStewart. Indeed you shall. To space!
Well, I guess nobody heard our space communication for help.
So it would appear. Goodbye, Commander.
Goodbye, Admiral.